Alright, so we're going to be doing another Vampire Survivors run. I believe this time I want to just do the first map and try to get a win on that. Looks like we can unlock another character when we get enough gold too. Half HP per second and plus 50 max health starts with temporary area bonus. I don't think either of these gain plus 1% duration every level. I don't think either of these characters were in the early access when I played, so I want to play Pasqualina, and mostly because I like the Rune Tracer, so it's going to be fun to play with that. Let's go to the Mad Forest and just try to hopefully get a win here. That's right, we start with an extra projectile because of the skill. It's a bit more random than I would like. Is it random or is it just... does it rotate? It looks like it's random. Yeah. Oh, we actually have set items on this map too, so that's just a thing on every map then? Is that how this works? What do I want to go for? We go whip. What's on the map? We have the HP recovery heart, whatever that one's called. We have the hollow heart, which we just got the whip, so that's good. And are those two different spinaches? I'm not sure. So I think once again, the idea of not grabbing them until we get other passes makes sense. We have a couple luck ups over here. Are those the actual clover item, or we're gonna want the fire one as well. Is it the actual clover item, or is it the like little luck consumable items that just upgrade your luck and don't take a slot? I mean, I guess I'll have to go find out. How far is this? It's kind of hard for me to gauge the map still. Try to get the experience as we go so that we're not completely wasting our time here. I'm gonna attack the blue bat for sure, Alright, keep getting experience too. Alright, so spinach and fire wand, hollow heart and whip. That's what we've got going for us right now. Did it have anything on the Rune Tracer? Maybe it... well, it doesn't show anything, not even a question mark, so does it not even have a, does it not have a synergy? Like, what's going on with that? I don't think it did before, but I figured they would, like, add all of them. Magic Wand, Garlic? I think Magic Wand's probably fine. Bracer's probably fine, and hope to get knives. We saw knives before. We skipped out on it. But a knife next would be fine whenever we can get it. Well, I'm trying to grab these things, but that's not actually a thing. That's actually just the ground. I thought they were coins. It's just the ground texture. Well, this will be good. Experience from all the big bat hordes. So there's spinach on the ground though. And oh, okay. So this is the same icon. So yeah, the down there should be just the clover icon. So once again, we're gonna try to avoid grabbing the icons that, or grabbing the items that are on the map. I think it's the right strategy personally. But I could be proven wrong at any point. Axe goes with the candelabra. There's no reason to grab it right now if we're not sure we're going to get that. We can try to finesse it a little bit later, but... Yes, knife. That's what I want. Now, I'm assuming that this stage is easier than the third stage. I mean, when I played it before, it still seemed a little harder than before, but I also didn't have pretty much any items unlocked and, like, no power-ups for anything, so... But what does cross pair with? Let's go fire wands. Does it say yet? No. I forgot. I'm gonna grab this. No chest still, we just keep getting the red gem. It's pretty unlucky. Continue on with the fire wands. We really need some passives to start showing up in our choices. But it's also fine to be upgrading our weapons. We don't want to get into dangerous of a spot by keeping our weapons too weak. Wings. Wings aren't usually a choice, but when we're likely getting like 3 different items here, it seems like a good idea. Go ahead and grab this. And then begin getting the experience. The ghosts are a little annoying because there's not very many of them, so I feel like it's gonna slow our experience rate down a little bit. Now... Still Rune Tracer. I don't think we want to fill out weapon slots as much as we want to fill out our passive slots. Now, the Rosary feels kind of worthless still. The enemies aren't very strong yet to make it that useful. Or chicken, it's okay. We're kinda in a boring spot right now until we start getting some more useful stuff. The candelabrador, whatever they want to call it. Don't really care. So we can get Axe if it shows up again. We would love a tome for our magic wand. But I don't know if they rebalanced it, but I feel like I'm getting passives of choices a lot less often than before, and it's really wanting me to focus on leveling my weapons. It's making it a little bit harder to plan out my synergies the way I want to. And these guys are quite tanky here. Oh, but there's a good one for us to grab. We can go armor. I do wonder if my strategy of like focusing so much on what the map has to offer is good or not. I'm picking up passes I normally wouldn't just so that I can like fill out my passive slots. But yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's like what I should be doing, and maybe it's maybe I'm being hasty to grab passes that I wouldn't and kind of hindering myself down the road by getting less than desired passives. These green guys are still very, very tanky. Hopefully we can get past the wave of them soon, but I don't know what comes next. Does it change at 7 minutes here? I'm seeing some bats. Oh. Be careful there. See if we can get some chicken. No chicken. But we don't have green guys spawning anymore. It's looking like more whip I like. Knife might be a better choice because we already have the bracer. Ooh. We have a spicy spot there. Really gonna need some chicken now. Is there any on the map? No. Still no. Alright. Try to kill this bat. Hopefully we get a chest. A good amount of experience on the ground for me to grab. Once again, not giving me very many passives, are they? That's very tanky right now. Alright, we got him. Another whip, there we go, that's gonna be good. Hopefully that helps quite a bit. Ooh, that's dangerous. Everything's still very tanky, yes, that is what I wanted. I wanted the tome. Anything else I need? I don't think so. Just something, basically, not anything specific. I could get a laurel. Laurel... I kinda wanted the axe, though. Upgrading knife, wand, or... Knife, magic wand, fire wand, and whip, though, like, is already a lot. I think laurel for the defense on top of it is probably a good idea. Both of those are on the map, so you want neither of those. How far away am I from that block? I'm quite a bit away, so I should start making my way there. Aiming to get my last passive slot filled so I can start picking stuff up. I do think like walking towards these things makes it kind of worse on your experience gain, which is something to worry about. It's much more efficient to kind of stand in one spot and let the enemies come to you if you just want experience. But considering getting experience just gives you items, walking towards items is kind of indirectly an experience game. Although not like literally, but like in principle. I do not like these red bats, they are very tanky. I think the laurel was a good choice. Because I am really trying to get me some chicken, but I'm not really finding any, and my health is quite low, so the laurel for that extra bit of defense is proving to be very useful. Duplicator is an absolute must. It's just an obvious choice in like literally every run because just the extra projectiles is invaluable. It's better than pretty much any upgrade you can get. Outside maybe like actually evolving things, but you should be evolving things on top of getting Duplicator ideally. Come on. These guys are very tanky. I have this route to get out if I need it. Try to finish this mantis off. There we go. We're getting 3 items. It's perfect. How close am I to the clovers? How do I'm wondering that, but Let me see. Still quite a bit. More whip. I am very slow walking around here too. The skeleton wave is absolutely perfect. That's gonna give us lots of experience. I'm gonna actually go wings, which is a bit crazy, but I'm trying to get all these items on the map, so that actually, like, it makes wings stronger, because before, like, why would you ever get wings? Let's be honest. Like, if all you were doing was, like, pretty much standing in place and trying to get experience, what could those wings do in that case? I'm even gonna get more, like... I really do think it's strong when I'm trying to go to specific places on the map, especially when they're very far away like they are. So our whip is maxed out, and as soon as we go up and get the Hollow Heart, we'll be able to get an upgrade from a box. There's just so much experience here, it feels wrong to try to cut towards where we want to go right now. Magic Wand, of course, very good. We're going to be focusing on our weapons if possible now instead of our passives. Although wings still, I want to continue to upgrade. And Duplicator, of course, is a no-brainer, but the other one's not so much. I still want to make my way over there, but I keep getting... They keep giving me reasons to stick around. First it was a massive horde of skeletons, which was very useful for our experience gain, and then it was the blue bat there, so... Let me try to make use of this kind of tanky wave to just beeline towards our destination. I do think these maps are, like, a little too big when we're trying to, like, walk all the way to these items. But maybe I haven't had time to think about that. That's just kind of an off-the-cuff opinion. Not really well formed yet. Words of Ghosts is going to be good for our experience gain here. How far are we now? A little bit closer. Still quite a bit. I mean, unless the kind of ghost hordes come towards us, we're not going to be getting very much experience from this, so I'm not going to worry too much about sticking around for experience against these guys. They're a little too tanky for me to care too much. But we do have to still be careful to path through here safely. Can't exactly bulldoze ourselves, and now with the red bats, that's even more so the case. So mostly going to be ignoring everything here. So hopefully this blue bat we can maybe kill, but even so, I'm going to try to get around. We might have to wait a little bit before we focus on him too much. The red bats are just so tanky that it's kind of hard to justify sticking around in one spot for too long. We're almost at this clover now. Alright, one clover. Probably not the best item to, quote, go towards first, but I wasn't sure if it was an item at first or a consumable. I'm just gonna die. Wow. These red bats are crazy. I'm not sure what to do against them. Okay, well, we're gonna try that again. Let's check our power-ups real quick. I think it's really difficult with how weak our power-ups are right now. More movement speed makes sense considering the long distances we're trying to go. More recovery, perhaps? Cooldown, duration, there's lots of ideas here. Increases enemy speed, health, quantity, and frequency by 10% per rank. Oh, so we can make it more challenging. That's cool. Do we get any rewards for it? Don't know. I like the idea of recovery, or perhaps even more growth, but it's kind of expensive. Let's go recovery 1, and then probably like either speed or area. Let's go for 1 of speed. And then perhaps we try a different character. Weapon cooldown is reduced by 5% every 10 levels. We start with a fire wand. Okay, let's give that a go. We're gonna keep trying the stage 1, trying to get a win. I think it's a good idea to go towards spinach, personally. Yeah, I still am unsure of how I'm trying to approach this. I feel like if I just get experience and like ignore the fact that there's even items on the ground, I would win easily, but I would like to incorporate the items into my strategy somehow, so I guess I've gotta keep trying and figuring it out. There's also a character unlock, right? I believe that's what's up there. It's quite far. More fire wand for sure. I'm not sure if, like, I think one of the biggest questions for me to answer with my kind of experimenting going on these runs is how, like, at what point do I start running towards the items? Because if I go too early, then I feel like I'm really hindering my experience. Let's go for... what do I want to go for? Axe, bracer. I think going passives makes sense. Now we'll go axe. Like, if I go right now, there's so few enemies spawning that I'm gonna hurt my experience quite a bit, right? I mean, I guess for now I can just keep inching towards my destination, but I can't really go full, like, just full charge into it. It's definitely a good sign that I'm having to think about my strategy, whereas before it was much more go to just like stand around in one spot for the most part, let the enemies come to you, and then just make sure you pick the correct items, and then you just stand there and win. But now there's a little bit more thought here. I mean, maybe that strategy still works, but if I want this, I would like wings as well, but this will directly give me an upgrade eventually. As long as there's like this many bats, it makes sense to continue to farm experience, I think. I might also be too reckless just because I was used to like fully upgraded character like a long time ago when I was playing, so that's also an idea to keep in mind. And whip. Any chicken? There is a blue bat. Can I get them? We're all in skeletons as well. Come on, let's get in. Very close. Fire wand, yes. A red gem, no chest. Got more fire wand. Also, just getting 2 spinach, like, as we get our last passive, like, timing it that way would be nice, although we don't have much control over it, but just kind of a general idea, a guideline of suggested speed of when to get there. Because last time we got to our cap, and then we weren't really there yet still. So maybe that's an idea. I like King Bible. King Bible with an item I don't believe we have yet is the evolution, right? Doesn't show what the evolution is. Although I haven't really been sure of like when it shows it and when it doesn't, because sometimes it shows it when I haven't ever gotten the evolution, and other times it doesn't show it even though I have the items unlocked, so... But I think King Bible is good on its own anyway. It's just incredible with the evolution though. I don't believe I have the cooldown item. I think that's the one that upgrades it. Or not the cooldown, is it the duration? Which one is it? It's like spell something, or it's kind of like a yellow item, is that right? I'm not sure. This seems about right, but don't quite remember. We're gonna have a mantis here. Let's just stay on him. Oh, we're finally getting a chest. Just a single axe level. I'm gonna cut through these flowers and be on my way. Come on now. The green guys are so tanky still. I could get Rune Tracer, but if it's not going to have an evolution, I don't see the point. It is very good when it's fully upgraded still, but I'm not sure. I would like a duplicator. I would like perhaps a tome. Wings would be good too, considering the distance I'm going. Yeah, I think this is the time with the green guys that I really just like ignore them. They're way too tanky for it to make any sense to waste my time on them. Like, it's not efficient at all. And so, like, if any time I'm going to be running towards it, it makes sense to be while they're the ones spawning. I'm spawning a little bit less now, but still seems they're part of the mix. Just not the only one anymore. Still, there's so few of the other guys, I can just try to get a few as I go. We're probably pretty close to the spinach now, as the angle seems to be changing quite a bit. But then once I'm there, I can pretty much, like, treat it the same as any other run where you would just, kind of gather experience around the area, you know? So that's kind of what we're going to plan on doing for now, until we get slots filled. I just wish, like, it wouldn't fill my slot, like, it would go into extra slots if I picked it up off the ground instead of... Ow. Like, instead of, only when we have it full does it go into extra slots. If it just always went into extra slots if we got it off the map, then I wouldn't have to worry about playing like this. Right, this is the idea of the clover I meant with the consumable, but the other one is the actual item. We have taken quite a bit of damage that I'd rather not take, but I think that'll be okay, as long as we're a little more careful. I'm definitely used to kind of being a little more reckless, because I would have been a lot more stronger and can stay on my ground a little bit better, is how it used to be. in general, at least. I think also part of it is I would play the hyper mode, and that is, it feels a little more natural to me. Like, I think the actual normal mode was generally harder in the past. I wonder if that's still going to be the case. Try to break through here so I can get to the chest finally. More whip. It's not being nice and giving me passives. I'm a bit worried I'm gonna max out my weapons and it's gonna force me to get a passive that's on the map. No, please. No spinach. But I do have weapon slots still, so hopefully I can fill those out if I need it. These enemies at least are nice to kill, but I say that and now we're getting the red bats again. Gotta be careful against them. Well, the axes seem to be pretty good against them. Yeah, I like the axes against the red bats. That seems pretty nice. More fire wands. Yes. A red gem. I'm gonna grab that. Try not to get pushed down too far away. Oh, there's lots of experience over here. Let me grab some of it. Some gold. I'll take it. Still have lots of upgrades to get. Once again, not giving me new passives. Quite rude of them. Try to focus on the mantis. Try to walk under him after a few whips for the axes. Now we have the red bats in the way, so make sure you hit them with the axes. The axes are actually proving to be very strong for me. Focus on the mantis just a bit longer. Gotta be careful here. The green guys aren't too scary anymore. Okay, we got them. So it's a little frightening right now. I go knife. Will I be fine? Just walk through a bit. Hopefully I can get some chicken on one of these. There's a lot of torches, so... with skeletons we can be a little bit more bold, but we gotta be careful still. Break through. Get to this chest. Again, not giving me what I need. I would love it if they gave me a tome. I definitely feel like they changed like the drop rate of passives on level ups. Pentagram, that's not what I want at all. No chicken? I'm gonna keep going towards these torches. Still no chicken. Dang. I desperately need it. And they're just not giving it to me. Is there any on the map? No. There's a lot of experience to gain here, but there's also a lot of danger. Ooh. At least the bats push the other enemies out of the way too, so I can dodge a little easier with that in mind. Yes, duplicator is perfect. That is going to help me tremendously right now. This Especially if I can get another quick level of it. That would be wonderful. Oh, there's a red gem over here. Oh, that damn tree got in my way. Still no chicken. Yes, a rosary will be nice. Empty tome. Yes. I would like wings as well, but the tome is overall very strong. Gonna be more immediately useful, I believe. Just going to increase our DPS overall. Don't get too scared here. Just stay focused. Ooh, I might die here. I really need chicken. I really need it. I'm dead as hell. Well, this was an unfortunate. A couple of runs here. Yeah, I'm definitely having a lot more trouble than I was in the past. Let me check the power-ups real quick. I want to continue getting power-ups for now. What do we have? What's gonna help us? Duration probably is pretty good. And cooldown and might. We go for how about a duration and a cooldown level? And then that's going to do it for this video. So until next time, thank you for watching.